Welcome, Leo, to 12th House Tarot reading. My name is Mouse. I am your host. This is a general reading for the sign of Leo for January 27th, 2025. Not just the day, the week, my friends. My apologies. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome. We do a past, present, and future spread with clarifiers for each. Obviously, my interpretation of what the cards are saying. Take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm noticing that flickering happening. Hopefully that'll help. Thank you for returning and subscribing if you've done that. I appreciate that and helping my channel grow. It means the world to me. Let's cut this deck and see what's going on for Leo. Again, for the week of January 27th, 2025. We just pull from the top of the deck, my friends, past, present, and future. Past, we have the Eight of Cups. Present, we have the Three of Swords. And in the future position, we have the Eight of Pentacles. All right, let me get that. I don't want that camera to keep flickering, so I'm going to take a look at that in a second here if it keeps doing that. It's just about lighting. Hold on a second. All right, here we go. Past position, we have the Eight of Cups. So something, you were walking away from something, Leo. Don't know what that is, only you can tell me in the comments. In the present position, there is the sense of loss that has occurred with this Three of Swords, which would make sense if I'm just looking at these cards, but we'll get the three clarifiers for each. Because if we're walking away from something, we're losing something. Whether it's a friendship, a job, a home, like even if we're moving on to something better, there's still a loss. We have to release something to gain something new sometimes, right? And in the present position, we're looking at the Eight of Pentacles, and that's about your good work, your craft, your abilities, your talents, your gifts. That's it. That's what I want to say. But we do have two eights on the table, if that matters to you. Let's go back up here to the Eight of Cups. We have the Page of Pentacles. So it would make sense that if you're walking away from something, there is a new beginning occurring. Pages are new beginnings as well. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So it feels like you are on a stable ground. Look at that. And then there's Death. Hoping that's figuratively for you. If it's literally, my condolences, but that would, do you see how that even works together? Then there's this loss in this next position. So whatever this change that has occurred, and it's not to discount the pentacles in the middle, about the new beginning, being stable, having a good foundation. Sometimes that's the only thing that can get us through any kind of loss that we might be experiencing. I don't know where that glare is coming from. Oh, it could be the overhead light I turned on so we could see. We'll see how it goes. But we need this stable foundation with these pentacles to sometimes move through whatever it is we're moving through. And if I haven't said this in a minute, Leo, it would behoove you and anyone listening to practice meditation. It doesn't have to be long, but it just needs to be a constant. It helps you to stay in your center, helps you to stay grounded, helps you to stay clear-headed. And it doesn't mean that you're not having emotion when things occur. It means that you are in charge of then your actions after that. Like you're not reacting, but you're responding, which is a very different energy. Because when you're in your center and you can think clearly, regardless of what's going on around you, that just allows for a surer, stronger, more stable next step. Yeah. Let's go to this Three of Swords and see what else is coming up. We have the Knight of Swords, and that's moving quite quickly. Whether it is friend or foe right now, we'll find out in a second here. We have Two of Pentacles, so there's a decision that's being made. There's also, like, I feel like an uncertainty, a wavering happening that it's interesting. I'm tracing here this infinity symbol on this card with my sacred number 2 pencil. And for me, Leo, what's coming up for me energetically on this card is the phrase, like, I'm always juggling these two things. What, this or that, this or that, this or that. So what patterns are repeating in your life where you could finally just say, you know what, I'm done choosing between this or that. I'm moving forward with my desires, my truth, my convictions, right? Where you want to be going, not where someone else thinks you should be going. That's interesting, Leo. That's the energy I'm getting from this card right now in this reading. We have the Ace of Cups, so here's another new beginning for you. There are emotions involved with this. Cups are emotion. They're also intuition. So follow your intuition. Follow this divine guidance. This could be then related to work. Maybe you're making a decision. Maybe this Two of Pentacles is about that decision to work. Now, let's come back over to this Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords could be collaborating with somebody, brainstorming, like having that idea and working together to do something. It also could be a conflict of just opposition. It may be reminiscent or symbolic or residual from this loss, from this past. As we look at this, we could take, when we read these cards, friends, we do look at every aspect, like what jumps out at the reader. And what's jumping out at me right now is the fact that this knight is facing this way. It's facing backwards. It's like keeping things at bay. This could have very well been the Seven of Wands is my thought, or the Five of Wands, where we're just struggling against other people. I feel like this could have been the Page of Wands or Swords. There's this protection energy coming up of, you know what, I've moved on from that. We're done with that. Whatever this was over here, whatever I walked away from, and you're not going to infiltrate my good, my good life, my good steps forward, I've done this. I've cleared this karma is what I'm coming up with. Let's go to the Eight of Pentacles down here. You've got the Queen of Cups with that. Has the camera been wonky the whole time? I'm sorry. I look at the cards and not the camera, and I beg your pardon for that. I will try to improve my attention. Queen of Cups. So she's large and in charge. And she's filled with creativity. The Four of Wands tells me that something is concluded and that there is a partnership that has been agreed upon, is the words that want to come out. And now you have the Knight of Pentacles. So we have three horsemen here, just so that you're aware. The Death is on a horse, this one's on a horse, and this one's on a horse. So the Knight of Pentacles is ready to move forward with whatever this new agreement is that's looming, because you are making a choice here in this current week. You are making a choice. Follow that intuition. Follow your gut sense when it comes to that. Okay, my friends? But we are moving forward with it. And there is an agreement that's going to be had. And we're going to move forward with this Knight of Pentacles. They're just not moving yet. I feel like there might be some contracts that might have to be signed or some agreements. Clear communication and clarity is always a good thing to have in life, in relationships, in life, and in whatever it is that you're going through. All right. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck supporting all of this. Wow. The Queen of Empress. That's funny. The Empress is sitting here in charge. How am I going to do this? I'm trying, friends. I'm trying. That's all any of us can do. Dear God. All right. The Empress is about your harvest. She's about, this great life that you have for yourself. So lean in on what is bringing you the harvest, what feels the most comfortable. And when I say that, it's not to say that you wouldn't go through, go and challenge yourself and push yourself to grow and evolve. But there are things that will bring in the harvest, and there are things that will just be poison to the harvest. And I think with this Knight of Swords, we're going to keep that ladder out of there. We're going to move forward in that which serves you and your higher good and where you feel pulled to go. So that's the energy I want you to sit with, Leo. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for putting up with all these lighting and other issues. But come back next week and see how I've improved it, eh? Consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you then. Take care.